Hi everyone, and welcome to Art Outside of the Box with Miss Judy. We are going to do something a little outside of the art box today and do some edible treats. So I've got some ideas here. I'm going to show you what we're going to be putting together. These are things that you can make to give as gifts or for yourself or for your family. They're very simple, they're inexpensive, and I had a fun time doing them. We're going to be making some chocolate covered spoons that you can put into hot chocolate or coffee. I'll show you a different couple of ways that I'm going to package these together. And I've also got this cute little idea. It's a little sled, and it's got some teddy bears riding on top of a Snickers bar. So that's a tasty treat too, and it's fun to make. So stick with me and I'll tell you what we need and we'll get started. All right, let's get started. So I'm going to do the spoons first because I have my chocolate here and it's all nice and warm and melty. So here's what I used for this. These are candy melts. This is called Chocolate Maker, and a 1 pound bag. They're not at all expensive. A little bit goes a long way with these, and I'm sure that you can probably find these at Walmart or the Dollar General or Meyer with no problem. So I have milk chocolate and I also have white chocolate. These take about 2 minutes to melt in the microwave. Be careful when you're doing this. You want to keep an eye on them to make sure that you don't burn it or blow up your microwave. So I ran it for about 1.5 minutes and then 20 seconds at a time until they were melted. The other thing I did was I got some candy canes and I put them in a plastic bag and took a hammer to them and chopped them up so they were nice and crumbly. And you'll need some plastic spoons. And that is really about it for this project, other than different ways you might want to decorate these when you're finished. So this is pretty simple. Anybody can do it. I've got my chocolate melted. So in this bowl, I've got the milk chocolate. All you want to do, dip your spoon in this and kind of swirl it around. Let some of the excess drip off, especially off the bottom. And I like to put a little extra dip in the spoon so you have extra chocolate when you go to make that hot cocoa. All right, and then you're gonna lay it down on a plate. And I took some of my sprinkles here and just kind of coated that spoon with those. Let's try a white chocolate one. This took a little bit longer to melt and it's a little bit thicker. So it's not quite as easy to work with for some reason as the milk chocolate, but pretty much the same thing. So on this one, let's do, get some of that. You can see that it's not as easy, but that should work out fine. And then on this one, I think I'll drizzle a little of the milk chocolate on top. So just take a fork. It's probably the easiest way to do it. Get some chocolate on there and just kind of go back and forth. Give it a little design. And then we'll go ahead and throw some candy cane on there too. Another thing you could use would be like little mini chocolate chips. If you don't like peppermint, you could put cinnamon on these if you like more of a Mexican flavored coffee or hot chocolate. You could use butterscotch or peanut butter chips. So whatever you have around the house would be good for these, and you might come up with some tasty combinations. If you do, let me know. All right, we'll do another chocolate one here. Now, when you're done with these, it takes about a half hour, but this chocolate will harden right up to a candy. I stuck mine in the refrigerator and that kind of helped it along, but it really doesn't take very long. I think I'll do one more chocolate one and put some white chocolate on top. I'm a much bigger fan of milk chocolate than white chocolate. We'll make this one good and heavy duty. All right. And we'll drizzle a little white chocolate on top of here. Although this is getting a little bit thick. We'll see how this goes. Oh yeah, that's gonna work. All right. And finish it off with some of your candy canes. And these are good to go into the refrigerator. Like I said, probably half an hour. They will be like this, all hardened up. So just let those sit for a while. Some ideas that you can do with these. Of course, you can just make yourself a nice cup of hot cocoa and put it in there. This one, I would probably put this in a little plastic bag if I were going to give it away, but just tie it up with a nice holiday ribbon, put 3 or 4 of those in a bag, and you have a nice gift. This one, you could get an inexpensive cup. I'm thinking we got this maybe at the dollar store a couple of years ago. So I filled this up with some hot chocolate mix, some marshmallows, put my spoon in, tied a ribbon, and you could put this in a nice little cello bag or a gift bag. Somebody's got a cup of hot chocolate all set to go. Another idea, I found these at the dollar store. These are really cute little mason jars. It's got a tree on the front of it. Excuse me. So I did the same thing. I put some hot cocoa mix in there, marshmallows, 2 of the spoons, and this would be probably enough for 2 people to have a cup of hot cocoa. So those are just some ideas for that. Let's move on to these little guys. And these were really kind of fun to make. They were a little challenging because this frosting doesn't harden up like my chocolate did, so I might do a little experiment on this. But what you'll need are some candy canes, and you want to make sure that they're not broken. I did have a little bit of an issue. Mine were broken, so just to show you the project, I went ahead and just used them covered up. I also have some chocolate frosting, or you could use vanilla frosting if you wanted to. I've got some fun size Snickers bars, and I'm lucky that these didn't get snapped up by the staff before I started to make this project. Let me get this plate to work on. Be better. And the other thing I have are some Teddy Grahams, and I just got the little snack size bag. This was just about $1, and you can munch on the rest throughout the day after you're finished. But these are the cinnamon flavored. I like cinnamon. So the first thing you'll do is take your candy canes. You'll need 2 of them, and your frosting. If you're making these for other people, I'd suggest wearing some food gloves. That's a safer way to go. So I'm going to put some frosting on my knife, a good amount on there, and spread this on the bottom of the candy bar, just like so. And then I will I'll do this upside down so maybe you can see here. I'm going to just kind of press that into the chocolate. Get the other one in there nice and even. And press it down, and then I'll turn it upside down on my plate. So this frosting will harden up a little bit, but not a lot. So your candy canes may fall over. You'll just have to kind of keep an eye on it, like this one's starting to go already. But after about a half an hour or so, the frosting will firm up and we'll hold them down there pretty securely. So you can see how easy this is. The only other thing you need to do is put the Teddy Grahams, the little guys, on top, riding on your sled. Let's see if I can find 2 that have all their arms and legs here. There we go. And you can either spread chocolate right over the top of your candy bar, or you can just put a little dab on the bottom of the Teddy Graham. That looks good right there, doesn't it? and stick him right on top. There we go. This other little guy on here. All right, and there you have a cute little edible treat. Make a few of these up, put them on a platter. I bet they'll disappear pretty quickly. Thanks everyone for being with me today. I appreciate it. I hope that you check out our Facebook page to look at our videos. We've got things for all ages going on right now. So we hope you do that. We also have a YouTube channel so you can watch things from our past. Visits we've taken to different businesses, people that we visited with regarding their craft, story times, you name it, it's on there. We're having a great time doing this and hoping to keep you entertained. So I hope you enjoyed the craft as much as I did. And I think I'll go have a cup of hot chocolate. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.